Hi, welcome to the yet another powerful episode of the Empowering Women podcast. Today we have with us Dr. Gauravi Kshirsagar, who believes that anger is not our enemy. She is the founder of the Mindful Parent World, where she believes to build stronger, calmer, and mindful relationships with children and not with strict rules. So let's welcome Dr. Gauravi Kshirsagar. Hi, Dr. Gauravi. Thank you so much for coming to the Empowering Women podcast and talking on such an important topic, which is anger.
Yes.
Anger, I don't think that it's only with parents or children. I think it's with each and every individual that's, living, eating, breathing.
Yes, right.
And whether it's animals, also, I feel they might also be, feeling anger.
Oh, yes.
So, thank you so much for, talking on such an important topic and coming to our podcast. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me here because this topic is so close to my heart. And every parent, even the most loving parents, have these moments of anger. And we rarely talk about it because we feel shame to talk about it. I hit my child or I snapped at my child. So it doesn't mean that you are a bad parent. It just means you are a human parent. Of course, we all make mistakes, but today the goal of this talk is how we can overcome them without
Yeah.
feeling guilt about it.
Yes. Yes. So, why do you think that anger is so common in
In
everyone today?
everyone around, yes, you see, everybody else is so stretched in all possible directions. If you talk about parents or even talk about kids, who are closer to preteen or teenagers or the parents, because everybody is expecting from themselves too much. They want to do
Hmm.
everything, and that
Right.
makes the most of us more angry because we live in a world where we want to excel in everything, like work, studies, or being in a social life. Everybody wants to
Career,
feel
relationships,
good.
everything.
Every place we are trying to, so there is no space for us to rest and think about it. And that is
Hmm.
the most common problem with all of us. We are just running.
Do
There
you
is
think
no space.
that everyone is going after that perfection, that perfect ideal life?
Yes, yes.
Because of that, the anger is rising up so much.
Yes, exactly. So when I tell about mindfulness, so it's about being present in that moment, not trying to be perfect about something. So
Hmm.
when you are trying to be present in that moment, you are trying to understand the situation, not constantly thinking about how can I make this better, what next is lined
Hmm.
up. So when you're
Right.
constantly thinking what next I have to achieve, that is when the pressure comes and you start feeling that.
Got it. Right. Is anger really that bad?
No, anger is not at all bad. Basically, it's your body
Then
telling you that
why have we labeled anger as negative emotion?
because the way we express it, nobody
Hmm.
taught us how to express it. When we were kids, nobody taught us how we can express it. So we express by shouting because we feel
Hmm.
loss of control when we are in anger. And
Hmm.
anger is not bad. It just tells you that something inside you need to be taken care of. What is
Right.
that? That is our job to find out. So maybe your expectations from that person or from your child are unrealistic, or
Hmm.
you are feeling the loss of control over that person or the situation or your child. So it only becomes harmful, the anger becomes harmful when you react either physically or verbally. But if you
Hmm.
are mindful about your anger, you try to understand, then you start healing from inside. So anger is not bad. You just need to learn from it and don't get consumed by that anger. Don't
Got
let
it.
anger, take
Take
over
over
all of,
you.
yes,
Yeah.
take over all your life.
Very rightly you mentioned being mindful about anger. So if a women, for example, like the podcast name is Empowering Women. So for women generally, I would ask, how can they be mindful of their anger? Because one case we have is that women are very submissive either, like they're not even, talking about their feelings, expressing it. So maybe one day a point will come where the bubble is going to burst out. Okay.
Yes.
Or else the other scenario is that they are so frustrated and irritated that for each and everything, like the smallest thing ever, like their cup is not even full. Like they have given so much, like they have nothing left now except anger or all those negative things. So, how can a woman be mindful about the anger in any of the situation?
Right. So being mindful, the first step is in mindfulness is awareness. So you need to be aware that beneath that anger feeling, there is something else. Anger is not your
Hmm.
first feeling. It is
Right.
either hurt, it is either fear, it is either exhaustion, or it is overwhelmed, or you're
Right.
feeling helpless about something. So we don't express it and then it piles up and then the main anger starts. So anger is never the first thing. Either you are hurt about something, maybe your child said something, I hate you, mama. You felt hurt, you felt helpless, and you got angry. Or somebody insulted you, you felt bad, and then you got angry. So
Right.
anger is the second one which comes in picture
Yeah, so
when all
anger is
these
the
things.
face basically, and
Yes, it's a mask. It's like a
it's
mask.
a
And
mask.
behind that mask, there are a lot of other emotions which we
Emotion.
don't address at that point of time because we don't acknowledge them. And then
Right.
that anger, the mask of anger, always comes up. It is like that.
Okay. So according to you, the first step is awareness. They
Ye-
should be aware about it.
Yes.
Can you tell the three-step guide? Like how can a women be mindful about anger? Like for example, अगर अभी गुस्सा आया तो क्या करना चाहिए?
There is, when you get angry, there are two parts in our brain. One is the reactive brain, which is called amygdala,
Hmm.
which is a fight and fright response is there in amygdala. And that is your reactive brain. And another one is logical brain. So
Hmm.
when you get these feelings on a higher level, like you are scared or you are helpless or you are overwhelmed or exhausted, your amygdala is taking over that logical brain.
Hmm.
Okay.
Right.
And you get these reactions from you. You react in that situation. So
Right.
first is you need to be aware, okay, now I am feeling anger. I am getting angry. I'm not liking this situation.
Hmm.
To break that from reaction to response, just take 3 deep breaths.
Oh. Okay.
That's simple. You think
Okay.
you might see that this is so simple. I can do it. Yes.
Yeah.
When it happens, I'm going to do it. But it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
To practice it. For that,
Okay.
I'm going to tell you few things how you can, start slowly practicing it. But
Okay.
recently, I worked with a mother who has a child of 3, 3.5. So she is in that phase of, toddler time. And
Hmm.
the
Tantrum.
younger child is just few months old, maybe 6 or 8 months.
Right.
So she was having a very hard time controlling the elder one. She was not able
Yeah.
to. She said, my child says no to everything, and I'm just not able to handle her. And then I get angry, and then I shout. Sometimes I hit my child. So I said, okay, just leave every other scenario. Just focus when you feel that anger is rising. Just take 3 deep breaths. That's it. She said, how is it going to help? I don't think this is going to help. How will I remember? So I
Yeah.
said, when you feel it is rising, okay, that is the awareness. Because you have to
Hmm.
learn to be aware of your feelings first. Once you
Right.
learn, okay, now in this situation, I'll mention about it how you can, be aware of those feelings. So she tried that. When you take those deep breaths, just three, you break the pattern between the amygdala and your reaction,
Got it.
and your logical brains is bit stimulated. Okay, oh no, I would have said something
Hmm.
that I would have regretted.
Right.
You step back and then you reply. So it's the quickest thing ever that you can try when you feel super angry. Just step back and take a deep breath
Deep breath.
because that breaks the pattern.
Maybe that also breaks the pattern of your ego coming into in,
Yeah,
or
lot.
either your ego kicks in and then you react how you didn't want to react. Or
correct.
might be the situation then escalates. The matter is nothing, but the
Mhm.
situation escalates.
And then you
Or
feel
either
guilty
you
about
go
it.
into self-sabotage.
Yes.
If you're a submissive
Right.
kind of a person, you might go into self-sabotage, which
Right.
is again very harmful.
Yes, definitely. Because first thing we blame is ourselves. Women are
Yeah,
like that. We are not going to blame somebody else. So I must have done something wrong. That is why this
got
is
it.
happening.
Yeah.
So just for your own sake, take that deep breath in that situation or go and drink water or just step out of
Oh.
that room.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise that reaction is going to come out and you will never understand, oh, when did this happen? I did not even realize I snapped at my child. So
Yeah.
you have to be
Got
aware of your emotions, and it takes time, but it is possible.
it. How can parents really identify their triggers?
So I give this one very simple exercise to parents who are majorly facing anger.
Hmm.
So some parents, as there are different types of
Types
parents,
of parents.
right?
Yeah.
So some parents are super angry and controlling. It
Yeah.
could be because of the way they have been brought up, or
Brought up.
it could be because the way surrounding things are happening, or they are
Hmm.
tied up with too many responsibility, whatever it
Hmm.
is. But this, I tell them to make an anger journal. Okay.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, anger journal. It's a very simple activity, but it is so powerful. And I've tried this with one of the mothers, and she said, I never knew that this thing is triggering me. You
Oh.
learn so much about yourself in that anger journal. A very simple activity is this. I tell them, take a small diary, just 15-20 rupees wala jo chota sa diary aata hai, and keep a pen and keep that diary all the time with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? If you're working or if you're at home, just keep that
Hmm.
diary accessible. And I just ask them to answer three important questions. The first question is, for a week, I ask them to do this, to maintain
Okay.
this journal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that they get more awareness. Slowly they start.
Yeah.
Day one, they might not realize it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But by day seven, they understand the situation. So first question is, when do I get angry? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So for this question, I ask them to write down, do I get more angry in the morning? Do I
Mm.
get angry in the afternoon? Do I get angry in the evening? What time of the day you are most angry? For example, if mother is more angry in the morning time,
Mm.
okay? So that time she will write, okay, I get angry most in my morning time.
Mm.
Then second question is, who is around me that time?
Mm.
Okay. So you
Right.
understand the situation.
Yes.
What situation is making you more angry? Is
Not.
it my child not waking up? Is it me who's getting late, not having a structure around? That is why we are having rushed mornings. Is it my
Yeah.
family member, somebody in my family making this situation worse and making me angry? So just you don't have to judge anything on it. Just
Yeah.
simply
Just
write it
mention
down.
it. Yeah.
Just write it down.
Mm.
Because when you write down, your brain understands things very deeply. And the
Right.
third question is super important and it goes deep. Third question is, what is that exact feeling I feel before the anger?
Okay.
Okay. So if I'm angry, am I feeling sad before it? This takes a lot of time for people to
Yeah.
understand what exactly is making them
Got
angry.
it.
Right? So it is
Got
like
it.
your inner GPS, which is going to
Mm.
guide you.
Right.
Once you understand what exactly is making you angry, the power of anger reduces. You
Got
are
it.
acknowledging that feeling because we don't
Mm.
acknowledge the anger.
Acknowledge. Yeah. Yeah.
Anger
Yeah. Yeah.
is feeling so neglected that nobody's looking at me. I'm trying to tell you something, you know.
Yeah. That's true.
So we are just giving little importance to the anger. Okay, anger, I know you are inside me. Just tell me when are you coming out, right? So I'm coming in the morning or I'm coming in the evening before the bedtime. I know most of the parents have this that before the bedtime they just want their
Yeah.
child to sleep and child is not ready to sleep. You
Sleep.
resist, the child resists, and the bedtime is on toss. Right?
Get it.
It's a power struggle in the evening. Why?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because child wants to have some time with you. They want to share a lot of things with you. but you are exhausted with the work, with the household, or whatever responsibility. You just want to sleep, and you
Yeah.
just want your child to sleep so that I can have some me time. That is not a bad thing, but these are the most common areas where parents do feel lot of anger and they snap and then they regret. So this anger journal thing, what I'm telling you, they have to try it for a week. Once
Wow.
you get down,
Uh,
once you name it, they say, right, name it to tame it.
Name it
This
today.
is how you name it, acknowledge
Yeah.
it, make awareness about it. Okay, okay, I fine, I get angry. It's not you making me angry. It's supposed
Right.
to be this makes me angry. I'm angry because of this.
I think this not only works for parents, this works for
Everybody.
everyone.
Yes, yes, yes.
Like
It has helped me.
sometimes I keep telling my husband, he keeps on pinpointing that you're angry, angry, look at your face, you're shouting, you're yelling. But then I'm like, I'm not angry. Why doesn't he get it that I'm hurt, I'm sad, or the situation, whatever has happened, has hurt me? But
Yes,
then, I think, yeah, I rightly mentioned that anger is the mask.
yes,
Everybody's
exactly.
not gonna understand that you're hurt, sad, disappointed, or whatever.
Right,
But
right.
then everybody thinks that it's anger, and then and everybody's conditioned in a way that anger is negative. मतलब गुस्सा तो किसी को आना ही नहीं चाहिए.
Yes, yes,
Especially
yes.
if the daughter-in-law is getting angry,
How
then
can
so
you be
it's like she
angry?
has no right to be angry.
Correct. You cannot be angry like that, right?
Yeah,
You have to
like
understand
she
that.
gets angry for every small thing. That's the line that's been passed each and every time.
Correct.
And forget about being parents, I feel. This is what like getting married, early marriage, and even later on, like after like kids also between partners.
Yes,
Forget about being having a child in the situation, just around partners also. I feel that, lack of intimacy or whatever leads to a lot of things. Not
yes.
understanding, not able to give time, etc., etc. So I feel this anger journal is gonna help everyone.
Yeah, I to say that everybody should have it.
Yeah.
So, as I say, when I started this, parenting journey, learning about, I started healing. So when I was a
Hmm.
child, my mom used to, I don't know how many might know that, wo moti ka anguthi they used to put it,
Yeah.
let your anger get controlled.
Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Na?
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
I had it. I was a very
Oh.
angry person, and now nobody
Mm-hmm.
believes that I.
I cannot imagine Gauravi
Yes,
being angry.
yes, I was a super angry person. So that what changed me, I want to share with everybody. If
Right.
it can change me, it can definitely change,
Yeah. Yeah.
anybody
Definitely.
who's coming in contact. Because if you ask my friends or family how I was 10 years back, and
Hmm.
now they don't believe this. No, this can't be you.
That's
So,
what I also know you like since a year and a half, but I
yes,
can't, imagine you being the angry version. Never,
ask
I
my
feel.
teachers. I was super
Okay.
angry. Right.
I cannot imagine that. I mean, you always go for the right things. Like you can't digest the lies or anything. That's what I
Yeah.
feel about you. But then, you would not be that angry, angry person. Like, aisa.
Imagine my parent putting anguti on me.
Yeah. Do you think that our childhood experiences can influence our anger as adults?
Yes, 100%. I would say 100% because I know from my own experiences, and it's not that our parents may did it intentionally to
Yeah.
shut us up or go
Hmm.
cry. This is not the way
Hmm.
you behave, or women are not supposed to be, so expressive. You can't talk
Yeah.
back. A lot of things we have heard as a childhood, and that has shaped our reality right now. But
Right.
our parents did what they could do best at that point of time. But
Right.
now it is for us to heal it first and then be present for our kids, because our kids don't deserve angry version of us. They have not done
Yeah.
anything. They deserve it, right?
And
They
even the
want a
same
happier version.
traumas will pass ahead
Yes, yes,
again.
yes. So when we become parents, so I would say that exactly all these things started coming up when I became a mother. I realized
Mm.
so many things, and all these old responses, old patterns, they start showing up when you actually become a parent because your child is, getting those things out of you, and you start
Right.
realizing that oh,
Right.
in my childhood this thing had happened, because of that I am behaving like this. When you start understanding yourself as your inner child, then only you start healing. So I would suggest every person, not only every parent, but every person, to start healing their inner child first and understand that person, because we don't even realize when we start accepting those patterns and put them on our child. मेरे मम्मी
Agreed.
पापा ने तो
Yes.
ऐसे ही हमें बड़ा किया है, तो हमारे बच्चे भी ऐसे ही
Mm.
बढ़ेंगे. But in this
Right.
world right now, it is not right. I'm not saying everything is wrong, but a lot of childhood experiences shape the way we are right now. So you can either be a cycle breaker, ये तो चलता आ रहा है और मैं इसे कंटिन्यू नहीं करना चाहती with my child. And it
Yes.
is lot of courage and effort from your side. बिकॉज
True.
जब हम फुल्ली फ्रस्ट्रेटेड होते हैं या व्हेन वी आर सुपर एग्जॉस्टेड, वी गो बैक एंड फॉल बैक टू दोज ओल्ड पैटर्न्स. आई जस्ट
Yeah.
एंड मेक माई
Yeah.
चाइल्ड शट. It takes
Yeah.
effort and consistency. It is
Yes.
not a one day job, it is not overnight change. It is
Yes.
a years and years it takes for you to heal and your child also. So
Yes.
yes, definitely childhood plays a lot of importance the way you are shaped today.
Agreed. How, if I may ask, like if a couple, you know, has just had a child, okay? So, and they are in their own, like mothers are going through postpartum, fathers are also going through their own life situations,
Right.
wherein, the wife is not in the right position, like in the right state of mind, not sleeping well. Even today's fathers are hands on, obviously,
Right.
like they also do take part in parenting.
Right. Right.
Okay. So, how can they, have a good relationship?
Okay. So, most of the parents I have seen having major fights after having a baby
Yeah,
within 2 3 years of age. Right now, so many parents I see, they have issues with partners. They are not facing any
exactly.
parenting challenges. They are facing the relationship challenges.
Exactly.
So my one request is, when you are a new parent or you are planning a baby, before that, you try to understand what changes are going to come. Nobody
Hmm.
prepares us for parenting. Everybody thinks it's a
Right.
default job. बच्चा है, हाँ हो जाएगा, हम
Oh,
संभाल लेंगे. But nobody talks about this. There are so many
yeah.
different changes happening in the woman's body. And so many
Hmm.
different responsibilities are coming on the daddies.
Right.
So both of them need to sit before the baby comes. And of course, you cannot prepare yourself 100% for anything.
Yeah, but just mentally be
Yes.
aware about
Yes.
it.
Just being aware about it now, it takes lot of efforts, lot of things sorted before the baby.
Hmm.
So
Right.
once I had mentioned about on my Instagram handle as pre-baby discussions.
Hmm.
Before having a baby, what things you are supposed to discuss with
Discuss
your partner.
partner.
Do not discuss what school board your child is going to be. Do not discuss what hospital or doctor going to come in the picture. What type
Yeah.
of delivery, or don't. That is still, you can go without it, thinking about it, but talk what changes are going to happen.
Yeah.
If I am not able to sleep, how exhausted I'm going to be. How can your partner
Hmm.
pitch in? Okay, and be flexible about it. Do not be
Right.
rigid कि आज रात
Right.
में नहीं सोई हूँ तो मैं इसको भी सोने नहीं दूंगी. Okay, be
Yeah.
don't be rigid about it. Let him also come in the picture. What happens when we become parent? We want everything to work as we want.
Hmm.
They are also
Is it?
daddy. Yes, it does. Micromanaging, lot of mothers are coming to me. I'm not able to let go of things.
But
So,
I feel the lot of things in that case is because mothers are not able to do what they want to do. Like even for the child, for that matter, if they are staying in
correct,
a joint family setup or
correct,
something, there are preconditioned notions कि हाँ बच्चे को diaper नहीं पहनाना, for example. But today's mom wants कि बच्चा diaper पहने because she is also working. She wants to be little free
Yes,
rather than changing it all the time.
right,
It is as simple as that. But then the preconditioned notion नहीं, हमने तो भाई मतलब लंगोटी पहनाई थी तो you know.
right. So we have to set boundaries for that. Every person should have a boundary. If I'm a
Right.
mother and I will set some boundaries and I will discuss that first with my partner. And we both
Mm-hmm.
need to be on the same page.
Same page.
These discussions need to happen. There is no communication happening between the parents
Right.
about this. Okay, I
Right.
want this for my child. Even
Mm.
partner should have a say. The daddy should also say, okay, I want this for my child. Let's come on a common ground.
Mm.
Okay, once they both are sorted with their thoughts and also be flexible. So once they both are sorted, they can talk to the family. Of course, we can't force the extended family to do certain things, but yes, be ready to say no, be ready to understand their point of view also, and
Right.
be open for a discussion. So there
Okay.
is one mother in my community. She is struggling for her in-laws to make them understand about certain things. She wants
Mm.
them to talk in this way, or she is like, do not put such TV channels in front of my child, or whatever.
Yeah.
I said, see, you can control only things which are in your hand.
Yeah.
You cannot ask
Right.
somebody else. Pick up your
Right.
child, leave the room. If you can't do that, then choose your battles wisely. What is
Mm.
your priority right now? Giving the junk, not giving the junk, giving the screen time, not giving the screen time, where you can, back off a little.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to
Correct.
back off a little, I feel, and let go of few things which are not going to harm your child in the very long run.
Yeah.
Certain boundaries, yeah, okay, I don't want any screen when my child is having a meal.
Mm.
Okay, then you have to maintain that boundary.
Right.
You can't, you're not at home, then somewhere you have to talk to your family again and again, make them understand. Because it is
Right.
new for them. They have a
Right.
default mode on, they will switch on the TV the moment they will sit on the dining table, right?
Right.
Some things take time, don't be rigid, be flexible, and keep talking. That is the only option.
Right. So you think that the couples, even before they like stop being in their la la land, the 9 month
Yes,
journey,
once
where everybody is getting attention, everybody's giving attention with
correct.
love, everything, care, everything. And once the baby is out, nobody's
Things are going
focusing
to
on you,
change.
and then yeah.
Change. Things are going to
So
change. Just keep that
yeah,
thing in your mind. Things are going to
to
change.
change,
That
right? Be mentally prepared and use those 9 months wisely to,
yes. Talk to
communicate,
your partner.
prepare
Yes.
about situations.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Thank you so much for such beautiful
Okay.
insights.
Thank you.
Then, how does mindfulness really transform the way we deal with our anger?
So mindfulness doesn't mean you have to sit and meditate whole day.
Hmm.
Mindfulness is like there is a dark room and you are switching on the light bulb at that point of time. So it's
Hmm.
like when you switch on that bulb, you start to see things clearly. Okay,
Right.
and you avoid bumping into the things. So it's like you are being aware. It is not going to remove any triggers for you. Triggers are going to come in your way. The bumps
Mm-hmm.
are going to come in your way, but you are aware before they come. So you can
Right.
jump over
You
and
can
not
handle
fall
it.
and
Yes.
keep falling and spiraling down in the guilt. It is just that you are aware. Okay, this
Right.
situation, I am going to get triggered. What can I do? I have to step back and think, what can I do better to avoid this situation? Okay. So that the one I said, taking the deep breaths, it depends also how often do you practice it. So it
Hmm.
doesn't take whole lot of time in a day. There are small things which you can uh, add in your daily life, which I almost talk about in my course. So that how you respond. It should not be a
Hmm.
reaction. It's the difference between reaction and a
Can I
response.
respond?
That is where the mindfulness is in between the reaction and the response. So once you
Okay.
start doing that, your anger slowly gets reduced. It's not that you're never going to get angry. I also do get angry, but I know how to repair after it. I know how
Right.
to stop after it. So that
Yeah.
thing, the frequency of anger reduces.
very rightly you mentioned you are aware and you know how to repair the situation after getting angry, rightly mentioned. So, is it that if a person is getting angry due to whatever emotion, taking three or five breaths mindfully, like continuously practicing this, is it gonna help?
Yes, it does. It is not going to take away your anger, but at least you will respond mindfully.
Okay,
You are not going to react and shout. And
okay,
even if you do that, you will bounce back to your calm state earlier than you used to be.
right.
So, this mother I told you about, two kids handling two
Hmm,
kids, overwhelmed, snapping at the older child.
right.
What she messaged me, this is not, she said, my anger is not going anywhere. So I said, okay, when you get angry, after how much time you come back to normal? That
Hmm,
is where the change happens. Anger is not going anywhere. Anger is going to stay, but how you repair after that, how you talk to the next person after you understand your own mistakes that time. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. It is not that
hmm,
first you used to be in days of guilt. Oh no, I shouldn't have done that. And then you
yeah.
spiral
Or
into it
either
and make
brushing
more
it off.
mistakes. Yeah,
Or
and then
either brushing it off.
yeah, I don't want to talk about it. That is
Yeah.
not going to happen. You will talk and you will make yourself aware. Okay, this is what is making me
Mm,
angry. Next time I need to be careful about it.
right.
So it
And this way,
becomes better
if you
with
are
practice.
connected to your own self, if you're aware about it, maybe you can, have a conversation and communication with your partner about it. That
Yes,
you
you must let
mentioning
them know.
such words is triggering me. If,
Right.
but for that, you should be aware about it.
Yes. The first thing is awareness. So
Right.
mindfulness is awareness. You are in the present moment.
Right.
Once
Right.
you are in that present moment, you try to understand. So there is one thing that 1x to 10x, what is it? It is like, oh, my child is back answering me now. This is 1x. What do you start thinking when you are not mindful? When he'll grow up, he'll keep talking like this. You know,
Yeah.
he might talk to everybody like this. He's going to be an angry child when he grow up.
Mm.
So you start thinking 10 times more about it.
Too much overreaction.
Yes. So you overthink about it and then you get
Yeah.
more stressed and then you get more low and again the anger comes up.
Yeah.
Right. So that it breaks the pattern basically. Whatever anger patterns, there are different anger patterns, but these anger patterns gets a break when you take a deep breath or gulp a glass of water or just step away for a while.
Gauravi, if you are overthinking, like there's no situation, okay? You are just overthinking right
Hmm.
now in your own head. Like situation is real is something else, and the situation in your head is something else. Rightly mentioned
Okay.
by you, it's 10x, 100x, I would say.
Hmm.
Then how can one practice mindfulness to stop overthinking?
Okay. So if this overthinking is bothering your daily life, if it is bothering you whole day, hampering all the activities in your day, spoiling all relationships with people around you, that is like 100x overthinking. Okay.
Hmm,
Not 10x. Okay. Some people would think, oh, yahan signal lag gaya, I would be late and then I would get this, and my work wouldn't be done. This is still okay,
manageable, yeah.
manageable. But you're overthinking, my boss would fire me, and then what will I do? Where will I go? How will I earn? How will I pay my fees? Blah, 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 blah. That is
Mm-hmm.
100x.
Right.
You're worried about it whole day. You're spoiling all the relationships with people around you.
Agreed.
That is 100x. So for
Mm,
them, I would say start smaller things, small habit, just one small habit of deep breathing or journaling. They can write down what they're feeling. Once they
mm,
write it down, they understand, okay, it is not that bad. Okay, this is there. Okay, I can still think over it. If
yeah.
this happens, what action can I take? So you become solution oriented, not problem oriented.
Problem
So
oriented.
you basically have to be aware what exactly. So you come from 100x to 10x. Okay, this was the point. Then you slowly come down. So when
Right.
you start writing, you try to understand, okay, this was my problem. So today morning, I had a consultation with a mother. She is a single mother. She's having a 7-year-old son who's struggling in school. So today was open house day. She went to school, spoke to teacher, and teacher said he's not writing in the class. What can I do? This. She said, okay, we will go to occupational therapy, see if there is any learning disabilities or difficulties he's having. I will talk about it. All these things happen. This is one area. Another area is her mother is suffering from cancer. She's getting chemo. Then her sister is
Right.
having a trouble with her partner. The brother is having some other issues. So she is handling everything.
Everything.
She's not aware of it. She
Right.
just says that yesterday night my son was not ready to come up from playground at 9:30 and I got super angry. I said, okay, let's talk about it. So when she started talking, she realized this is also there, this problem is also there, that is also there.
Yeah.
So the more she spoke, the more she started acknowledging things, she understood what is the feeling behind it. The feeling was helplessness. She
Right.
was not able to help everyone around her. That is what is causing her all these troubles. Right? So
Right.
once you start acknowledging things happening around you, either you talk it out or you journal. So
Right.
whoever is an overthinker, I would say just start noting down the things which are bothering you. And then you
Acha.
slowly
Okay.
understand that, okay,
Just write down all the thoughts in your mind, basically.
whatever thoughts you come in your mind, and
Right.
slowly they will come into one structure.
Right.
So there are different ways of journaling. That is a different discussion to happen. But once they are aware, they become mindful of their own actions and the thoughts, whatever are coming to them. And then slowly they start, getting slowly lower, 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 lower to 10x to 1x, like that.
Right. Okay. What are some emergency techniques that one should follow when the anger is at peak?
So there are the three breaths, what I mentioned is the simplest. Anywhere, any place you are, you can just do that. You
Hmm.
just have to keep in mind. Or else another one is gulping the water, which I mentioned. Third one is, if you can, just feel the ground, if you can. Okay, just focus your attention to one thing you can feel. So when you feel,
Hmm.
your senses are drawn towards it. So you are
Right.
not focusing on anger, either you feel the ground or you feel something with your hand.
Right.
Somewhere you have to anchor. So you can call it as an anchor. So
Mm-hmm.
you either you feel it or you remember some memory, which is a happy memory. So when
Right.
you know this anger is going to come, and right now I have nothing around me which can help me, the best thing is breaths or anchor yourself to a happy memory.
Happy memory.
Any memory
Right.
with your partner, with your child, or from your childhood or your school memory, which made you truly happy and calm at the same time. So you can do
Right.
that, or you can either name the feeling. So many of the people don't actually go well with naming the feeling because they are very confused right at that moment and they are
Yeah.
able to do it. So
Hmm.
simplest ones are three breaths, or you feel the ground or feel something or remember any memory around it, which is a happy and a calm memory, or you feel the ground. Simplest
Right.
one if you're not
Got it.
wearing your, yeah.
Basically, like, changing your attention,
Yes, yes.
moving your attention towards
Focus,
something
yes.
else.
Change your focus to somewhere else. Either
Okay.
your breath or the any texture or any memory. That's the simplest one.
Okay. So, Gauravi, can you share a simple repair ritual, as you mentioned, what parents can do at home?
Okay. So what parents can do at home, what I say, when you snap at your child or you have already done, okay,
Hmm.
either you hit the child or you have shouted on your child, at that moment, if you can, first calm yourself. If not, in that moment you can't calm yourself, the best thing is after a while, when your child is calm and you are calm, okay, then you go and talk to your child and tell them that, I take full responsibility of this. This is my mistake. So when
Hmm.
you say that it is my mistake, everything is on you. It's not
Right.
shaming your child because you did
Right.
this, I got
Yeah.
angry. No, that should not happen.
No blame, complain. Yeah.
Yes,
You
yes.
have to take responsibility
Yes,
of your
you can
anger
say I
just
had
now.
a hard moment. So what I do when I get angry, I tell my child I'm having big emotions right now. I'm not able to control. I need few moments to myself.
Right.
If he's not able to give, I'll just close my eyes and sit for a while. So in that moment, I will either take deep breaths, first calm myself. If my child is crying, howling, whatever, I'll make him calm first. And when he is in a happy mood, I will go and talk to him. Okay,
Right.
this is the mistake what I have done. And I needed some time that, in that moment, but I shouldn't have done that. I'm
Right.
sorry if I scared you. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. I didn't mean it. But next time when this happens, I will do better.
Right.
So now my child is so used to it. He sees my anger rising. He will tell me, Mama, you're getting angry. I said, okay. So now he knows that
Yeah.
when to
Mama
stop
needs
me.
space. Mama
Yes.
needs
So
time.
he will either acknowledge it, name the feeling, so that okay, I snap out of that zone, and then we repair it when we both are calm. So I will
Right.
accept my mistake, and I will tell him that I will do better next time, like that.
Right. Wow. I think this is such a powerful technique.
Yes,
Not
yes,
just between parent and child, I think between partners,
correct.
even any relationship for that matter, wherein in this you don't bring your ego in between. Like you're calmer, you go to that person that this is what I said, I shouldn't have done it, and I'm sorry about it.
Right, right. You take the responsibility of
Yeah,
your own mistake rather than once you go into that blame game, there is no coming back. It will keep
right.
rising, it will keep rising. He blames, you blame, and it is never
And then you don't come to a common ground also because both parties won't agree.
right.
And the communication will lead to conflicts only.
Yes, and it is never ending because something or other
Yeah,
will come up, and then you link it to some past experiences, and then you generalize the situation like you always do this. So rather than going that 10x mode, you just stop then and there and say, okay, this is what I did not like. If it is with your partner or something, you say, this is what you said, I did not like it. So it is on you.
right,
I did not like it.
right.
Right? So there the conflict becomes less and the issues resolve early.
Resolve only. Right, 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 right. Can you tell me your three-step mindful routine that you follow every day?
So yeah, exactly. So three things are first regulate, reconnect, and then you reflect on it.
Oh,
So
regulate, reconnect, and reflect.
reflect.
So, how do you regulate?
So regulate, you have to calm yourself. For that, you have to be aware of your feelings. Reconnect is like you reconnect with yourself also and with your partner or with your child. Like how I said, you talk to them. You go and communicate what you are exactly feeling. That is, you are reconnecting with them. And
Hmm.
then you reflect. What can I do better next time? What, or
Right,
you ask your partner, what you did not like. Okay, you did not like this. Okay, how can we make this situation better next time?
right,
Okay, so these are three basic steps. First, you regulate, then you reconnect with each other, and then you reflect on it like that.
right. Okay. Dr. Gauravi, how can parents release their guilt after losing control?
We all have guilt. We have so much guilt. I mean, every now and then we are guilty about something. But guilt, it means that you care about somebody. And when
Right.
things don't turn up like that, you feel guilty about it. So, guilt is one of the feelings. The
Hmm.
big bucket you have of feelings, it is just
Right.
one feeling. So, you have to understand it is going to come. But when you turn it into shame, how can I do this? How can I talk like this? When you start shaming yourself, it grows bigger, right? So instead of saying, I am a bad mother, I am a bad wife, I don't know how to talk, okay? Rather than saying that, you can say to yourself, I had a hard moment, I couldn't regulate myself at that time. And then you can think about it. How can you reconnect? This is reconnect. Uh, I am a bad mother. No, I am not a bad mother. I had a hard moment. You're reconnecting with
Right.
yourself.
Right.
And then you can say, okay, what can I do to make this better? How could I come out of this better, this situation? What else could I have done? And then you remember that, and then that means you reflect on it, and then you work on it. So when the next time moment comes, the guilt is less because you're trying to find a solution, not sticking to the problem.
Right. Got it. Dr. Gauravi, do you think that mom and dads experience anger differently?
Yes, definitely. So, moms, when they experience anger, it is more of having too many responsibilities and not able to, do everything, juggling in between. So, when
Right.
moms feel that, they are more like a mental load, what they have been carrying. And once in blue, they release it by getting angry on their partner or on their child. So there's too much of planning, executing, planning schedule, planning meal, planning their school work or homework, everything. So that is more of
Right.
a mental load. And
Yeah.
then dads, they have, I feel, they feel that pressure to be firm. I'm a dad, I have to discipline my child. That pressure is on dads. So it's,
Is it?
yeah, it is, it is. If you
In
see
today's
daddy
day and
most of
age
the,
too.
yeah, sorry.
In today's day and age
Yes,
also.
yes, yes, yes. So it is the way they have been brought up. It's not that
Right.
they don't want their child to have fun, but somewhere they feel that if my child is little out of line or misbehaving somewhere, that means it comes on him. Like he has
Right.
control the child, the what society will think. So
Yeah.
mothers are evolving in this parenting area. If you see, I see more of moms talking out. I have not seen most of dads
Dads
talking about
talking
it.
out
You see, even
parenting.
on social
Right.
media, the moms are more. We are emotional people, but even dads have that pressure to, and that creates a distance between them, the emotional distance between them and their child, because
Right.
they want to be stern, they are the head of the family, they have to maintain
A
the
particular
structure.
stature. Yeah.
Yeah. And because of that they get angry, and mothers are getting angry because there are too many things to do, they are not able to juggle, and then they feel loss of control, and then they get angry. So there is a difference, but both love their child so much that everybody wants everything to be perfect. That's what makes them angry.
Right. Too much love is also harmful. So, how can parents teach children about anger?
So if you have a very young child like toddlers, they are watching you, every kid, not even toddlers, when they even grow up, they are watching you how you are modeling your anger. Okay, when I get angry, I have to name the feeling. They don't know what this
Hmm.
is, what they are feeling.
Yeah.
Right? So you have to teach them how they can name the feeling. So when my son was younger, I was to say, I am feeling angry right now. I feel like punching someone. Whatever inside you are feeling. Okay, I'm not
Right.
doing it, but whatever I'm
Hmm.
feeling like crying. I'm very sad or I'm very happy, excited. I feel like doing it.
Hmm.
So you have to use a very simple language. Do not
Yeah.
explain them too much, just one or two lines about it. So you can,
Right.
once they grow a little bigger, like 5, 6 year old, you can explain them that anger is one of the feelings and it's not bad. Okay, you can be
Right.
angry
Yes.
and still be kind.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yeah, you can be angry. The anger is not bad. One day my child came and asked me, Mama, I'm getting angry. Am I a bad child? I said, No, you are not a bad child. Anger is just
Right.
emotion. It will come and it will go.
Right.
Like any other feelings come and go. Even I feel angry sometimes. So yeah, they once they grow up, they get curious around 7, 8 years of age. They are very curious to ask, what are you going to do about it? Then you can tell
Hmm.
stories around it. Once this happened, I felt angry. So I did this and I felt better. But only
Right.
stories are not going to help. When you are actually angry in front of them, how you model your anger, how you channelize it, how you repair after it. So they are learning from it. So keep the language simple. Do not explain a lot.
Right. How can partners repair after anger and guilt?
Uh, they take lot of time. We can take little lesser time with kids. With kids, it is so simple. But as you grow up, your ego also comes in between. So very one simple thing I follow. I don't know what it is called, but in that moment of anger, I because of my childhood experiences, whatever has happened, this thought comes to my mind first. If tomorrow I don't get to see that person, do I still need to be angry over this? Is it
Oh,
worth? Is it worth
right,
the this moment? It
right.
just dissolves everything for me. So for everybody, it
So
might
true.
be a different way of coping with anger. But this is very simple. I feel that everybody should think, is it really worth getting angry over this? Sometimes,
Right,
for simplest matters, we get so angry, it is just ego. So I
right.
think we have to see anger from a third person perspective.
Hmm.
Okay,
Right,
I'm feeling this. Is this worth spending my days on it? Spending my night sleepless on it? Is it really worth it? And how can we repair after it? It's okay. Everybody gets angry. I also do get. That's not wrong. It's an emotion. It will come and it will go. Don't make
right.
stay in your house, in your relationship for a very long time.
I think when it gets bad is when we make it stay. When
Yeah.
we keep on, pouring it and
Yeah.
nurturing it. Do
Right.
you think that we have the tendency of nurturing our anger?
Yes, yes. A lot of people have these habits of nurturing all the sad emotions,
Yeah,
anger, guilt, sadness.
yeah. Right, right. But then sometimes, there's patterns like, you don't want to be, nobody wants to be in that negative zone. But it somehow has become your second nature or your habit to, nurture that. And then sometimes life is really good. Okay, you're looking at good things, positive things. Again, some minute thing might happen, some roadblock.
Mhm.
And again, you go into that shithole again. Then again, you raise your energy, 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 and then again, you hit that rock bottom. Then what should one person do?
They should accompany them with people who uplift them. So this
Mm-hmm.
is one part of the process. We are social animal. Humans are social animal. We need people
Right,
around us.
right,
But it depends on what people you choose to be around with. It creates a lot of impact on our lives, which are who is around us. If everybody around us is negative, talking only bad things happening in life, you are definitely going to focus only on that. If you really want to come out, then you start looking for people who are really positive in life. If you don't have around them, look for the podcast, look for the audio podcast, read some inspirational or motivational books. Surround
right,
yourself with the content which uplifts you. If you
right.
really don't have anybody around you like that, in that situation, I'm saying. But now there are so many groups are there, so many communities are there. They meet up, they do some activities which keep them, growing or learning something
Yeah,
new. So that helps you to come out of it. But unless you have a desire to come out of it, all of these
nobody
things are
can.
not going to help.
Yeah, true, true. So tell me, Gauravi, is there any relationship between self-care and anger management?
Yes, it's a big, huge thing. If you are doing self care, you can manage your anger better because anger is that something is inside you which is not met, some need inside you which is not met, and that leads to that anger. Sometimes you
Right,
are not getting enough rest, leading to exhaustion, and you are getting angry over it. So once you start taking care of yourself, giving yourself enough time to do the things you love or which uh, fill up your cup. So it
right.
shouldn't be like sitting and watching Netflix all the time. Okay, I'm just going to do this. But that is not
Yeah,
going to fill up your cup. That cup will get
right,
empty uh, 50 times more quickly than if you add meditation, journaling, or listening to positive podcast or any good music or just sitting in
right.
silence. So these should be the self care and or taking care of your health, going for a walk, clearing up your mind, decluttering your space. So all these things should be a part of self care when you think about it, not just consuming content which is exhausting you, causing you lack of sleep. So basically,
Right.
when you meet those needs consistently, and every time you take care of it, your anger issues also start reducing.
So basically, it's like when your self-worth is high, when you're connected to your own self, that's when you won't feel more angry.
We
Because
become
either
aware.
situation, it's like the anger is because of the expectations or someone told me this. It's because you're waiting for someone else to tell you those things. But
Yes.
if those needs are not met, then you get angry.
Right, right. So unmet needs lead to anger. Meet those
Right,
needs, anger gets reduced.
right. So self-care is really important.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. If you have one last message for the viewers, what would you like to tell them?
I would say you are not a bad parent if you are feeling angry. You are just a parent who feels deeply and you care really deeply about that relationship, either with your partner or with your child. It just you have to redirect that deep love in a positive way rather than
Right.
getting angry and spoiling the relationship. It just means that you need more emotional support. So I just want to say getting angry is not a bad thing, but reacting in anger and damaging the relationship because of that anger reaction leads to more damage. So don't do that. Just calm yourself. You are not a bad parent. You are doing amazing job. That is what I want to say, that this anger is like your GPS, your signal, which is telling you something inside you needs more care. So just care
Right.
about that need or care about that emotion. Try to be solution oriented than problem oriented. That's it.
Okay. So thank you so much, Gauravi, for enlightening us with this emotion called anger and giving us a lot of insights, whether it's between partners or between a parent-child relationship. Anger can, mess everything up. So
Yes.
thank you so much for giving us this big, big bonds. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I had a fun talking about this important topic, anger issues a lot of us are facing. So thank you so much, Kosha.